I'm Ashfaq Ahmad Khan and you are watching my channel KhanTech. You are all welcome to my channel KhanTech. In this video I am going to discuss the session 3, perform operations on table. In the last video we have discussed how to create a table by design view and by using wizard. Now in this video we are going to see how to enter data, perform the operations on table. In base, OpenOffice base, data is stored in tables which can be inserted, modified and moved using appropriate options. Next, inserting data in a table. I will insert the data in a table. Follow the steps. Select the table, double click on it. In the last class we have discussed on how to create a table. We have created. In that, select the table. Like this it will be displayed, the tables, and double click on the table name. The table will open in datasheet view, in which new data can be inserted and existing data can be updated or removed. Here customer table, company ID, company name, city, email address. Open the OpenOffice and select on database. You will create a new database, so click on next, click on finish. Give the name. I am giving the name customer. Click on finish. The database will be created by the name customer. Customer.odb. Next, select on create table in design view and enter the field name. ID, select the data type, number, and next field is company name. Company name varchar and email also varchar. Company ID entry requires and click on save button. Give the table name. I am giving the cust as table name. If you want to create a primary key, you can create it now. Click on yes. A key symbol is visible here. That is a primary key. And click on close. This is a table, table in the customer database. So double click on this table. Now you can see (101) ID and company name. You can enter first. Tata email ID is tata@gmail.com. tata@gmail.com. Second enter the ID 102 after 2 3 103 Tata Airtel BSNL City Hyderabad BSNL @ give some ID BSNL @ gmail.com. Give any ID, then click on save button. Click on close. Customer detail as the table name. Okay, you can see this table I have created now. If you double click the table name, then like this the table will open. Next is editing a record in a table. To edit the data, either click on the edit icon or double click the data in the cell of a table and modification can be done. So here is the edit data menu, or you can click like this also. You can click. You can select and then you can modify. You can change if you don't want BSNL, you can change some other company. Like this you can modify. or else you can select this also, edit data. Select to edit the data, click on this menu in the toolbar, or you can click on the cells if you want to modify, if you want to change any name of the field. You simply double click on the cell and you can change the data, or else you can select it from the toolbar here, edit data. You can edit icon on the toolbar, or you can select the directly you can select the cell. In this way you can edit the data record in a table. Next, you deleting a record from the table. To remove data from the table, follow the steps. Select the data, right click on selected data, select the delete option in this figure. Selecting right click and select if you want to delete, right click on it and select delete. To delete this, field. Now you can enter other company. I want to enter, instead of Airtel I want to enter V. Okay, click on save to save the changes. Like this you can delete a field. Now field properties. To change the field properties table structure in design view has to be changed. To set the field properties, steps will be as follows. Select the table, right click on it, select option edit. Select option edit, the table design view window will open. We will see practically. We go to the customer database table, customer database, and in that customer table, customer details table, right click here. Then you will find the edit option. Click on edit. This is the way you can edit the any field. In design view, there are 3 different properties of field according to the data type set for each field. The properties for numeric data is shown below, like auto value. If set to yes, then field will get auto numeric values. Auto value we can if we select yes, then the automatically numerical values it will take. Length, by default the length of the field is 10, but the size of the field can be set to maximum length. Default value, a default value can set for a field if user don't provide any value while entering the value in the table. If a user did not give any value, then it will take default value. Format example. This property helps to set the format of data entered in the field, such as like this 91 dash 2 digit 3 digit dash 3 digit, like this. These are the properties of the field. The properties of character data types is shown below. These are the properties of field. The properties of character types data is shown below. Entry requires, if it's set to yes, then it will be must insert the value in the field. The field cannot be left blank. If it's set to entry requires. Length, by default the length of the field is 10, but the size of the field can set to maximum length. A default value can set for a field if the user don't provide any value while entering the value in the table. Format example is same as field. If we select field properties here below, ID, then here you can set auto values. If you don't specify a primary key, then you can select automatically, it will take the values. We are giving, if you set primary key, no need to set the auto value. Length, by default length is 10. You can set to maximum any number of value. Format example as shown in the above. We can select the format of number and percent current and currency and date, time as per our need. That's all about the properties of character data and the field data. next is sorting the data. Sorting means to arrange the data either ascending or descending order. Select the columns and double click the sort button. The data will displayed accordingly. Here we will create one more table. Select any field and select on this and click on next and give the field name employee ID, and the next field is employee ID designation. Select one more field, that is department ID. This is data type, take numeric. Click on next, click on next. Create table finish. Here the employee ID 101, depart employee ID 1001, designation manager, department ID 201. Next record ID 1002 and then name, designation trainee, department employee ID 103 and clerk 30. Next one, we'll take one more record 104. And click on save button. rename the table name as EMP. Click on OK. Double click on it. This is the EMP table. This is an employee table, and I will select this designation column, and here you can see sort. There are two ways of sorting: ascending and descending. Sort ascendingly or sort descending. Sort ascending order, sort descending order. I will select sort ascending. The names of the employee designation, A should come first. You see now A has come to the first. Like this you can sort. Or else if you want to select descending, select this column and select this sort descending. Like this, here is the sort column, ascending, descending. Now if I click descending, sort descending, you see A has come to the bottom. If I select column and select sort ascending, it will sort ascendingly. The designation of the column will sort the names ascending order, starting first A, then B, C, like this, alphabetical order, ascending order. This is the sorting we have seen in this. Like this, sort the data ascending and descending. Next topic is referential integrity. Referential integrity is used to maintain accuracy and consistency of data in a relationship. In base OpenOffice base, data can be linked between two or more tables with the help of primary key and foreign key constants. Data can be linked using primary key and foreign key. Referential integrity helps to avoid adding records to a related table if there is no associated record available in the primary key. If there is no record in the associated table, then you can prevent the data. You can avoid the data. It will avoid the data. It will prompt us to that the primary key is not available. We can adding the record to a related table. There is no associated record available in the primary key. Changing values in a primary key if any dependent records are present in associated tables. If the records are present in the associated table, that is the child table, then we can change in the data in the parent table, so that in the reference table it will be modified, it will be updated. If it is not there in the reference table, then it will give the message that if you are modifying in the reference table, it should prevent us from entering the data. That is referential integrity. Deleting record from a primary key table if there are any matching related records available in associated table. if you are deleting one record table field, some values which are present in the reference table, then that can be avoided by referential integrity. These are the 3 key points that can be avoided using referential integrity. Data are linked together in a relation using primary key and foreign key. Creating and editing a relationship between tables. A relationship refers to an associated or connection between 2 or more tables. When you relate 2 tables, you did not need to enter the same data in the separate table. A relationship between tables helps save time, as there is no need to enter the same data in separate table, because we have entered once the data is saved, and we are creating a reference, so no need of entering the same data again and again. Only once we have to enter the data, that's enough. No need of entering the data same again and again, the same data. Reduce data entry errors. Summarize data from related tables. You can create a relationship between any 2 tables by selecting relationships options from tools menu. Relationship option is present in dash menu. It is present in tools menu. Add the tables in the amongst which you want to create the relationship. Select the table and click on add button to add the referential integrity. Here is there are 2 tables, employee tables and the department tables. We are creating the reference to the department table by using referential integrity. There are 3 types of referential integrity. One is one-to-one referential integrity, one-to-many, many-to-many. There are 3 types of relationships in a table. One-to-one department table, right click and go to the edit menu. You can see the department ID as primary key. You can see the yellow key here. This is the yellow key. You can see that it has some tables. Principal table, teacher ID is the primary key. Teacher ID is the primary key in principal table. In the case of project table, go to right click on the table name and click on edit. You can see project ID. Project ID is the primary key here. And in the student table, right click, edit. Roll number is the primary key. In the student table, roll number is the primary key. In the teacher table, right click go to edit. In the teachers table also roll number is the primary key. Now let's go to the tools menu, relationship. Once again click on the tools menu, relationship. It should display all the tables like this. Select, we will first select this table, click on add. Between the tables. Here I have created some tables and I have inserted some data records. I have created table class. I have inserted data, student admission number, class, section. In the class table, in the DBT table, department ID, department name, location. In the employee table, employee ID, employee name, designation, department ID. Project table, project ID, project name, roll number. Student table, student admission number, that is unique, and student name, address, phone number. Student roll number, name of the student, class, teacher ID. Here I have given the same teacher ID 104, and the next table is teacher ID, name, phone number. Let's create a one to-one relationship. For that, if you want to see the primary key of the table, right click on the table and click on edit. Here you can see the primary key, roll number, primary key. Like this you can see the primary key of the table. Right click and edit. Next we will go to tools, relationship. Click on relationship. These are the tables which I have created and inserted data. Then student, you can select student roll number, and class. Here I have selected the tables, student roll number, class, and the other table is project. In the both the tables, primary key is roll number, that is the same. Here I have applied primary key on roll number, and in the project table also I have applied the roll number as the primary key. These two columns are same, so you can create a one-to-one relationship. So you can select one table and drag it and drop it to this roll number. Like this you can drop. A relationship is created. Now you can see This is one-to-one relationship. Student roll number, class, and is pointing the project roll number. This roll number is the primary key in the project table. In the student roll number class, roll number is the primary key. These two columns are same, so the relationship between these two are one-to-one relationship. I can assign one student for the one project. For each student, one project. That is the criteria is here. The roll number. In the both the tables, the roll number should be same. Now we have created relationship between two tables, and now I want to delete the relationship. Select and click on delete button. Relationship is deleted. Now right click on delete. Table will be deleted. Right click, delete. A table will be deleted. Click on yes. Right click, delete. This also right click and delete. And close. Click on yes. Now go to the tools, relationship. These are the tables in the database. Now we will create a one-to-many relationship. In one-to-many relationship, we will take a student table and the teachers table. We will take teachers table. In the teachers table, teacher ID will be there. And in the student roll number, class, teacher ID will be there. Only 104 is the ID for a teacher here in this column. That is, teacher is 1 and students are more. That is one-to-many relationship. In this table, student roll number class, I have applied roll number as a primary key. In the teachers table, in the teachers table, teacher ID as a primary key. You can see right click and edit. Teacher ID as a primary key. You can see teacher ID as a primary key. And now click on tools, relationship. Click on teachers table and click on student roll number class. Either you can click double click or click on single click and click on add. In both the ways, the table will be added. This is the student roll number table. This is the teachers table. And now in the teacher's ID, in the teacher's table, teacher ID is the primary key. In the student roll number class, teacher ID is there. We have to match this teacher ID to this student roll number class in this table. Select this teacher ID in the teachers table and drag and drop it to this teacher ID. Now a relationship is created, that is one to many. One teacher is teaching many students. Here teacher is one and the students are many. One to many relationship between the teacher and the students. Now if you want to delete the relationship, select and click on delete. The relationship is deleted. Now if you want to delete this table, right click on it, right click and select delete. Click on yes and click on this table, click on delete. This table will be deleted. It will give warning. Click on yes and close. Do you want to save the changes? Yes. In this way we have seen many to one relationship. Here example of many to many relationship. Here the tables, more tables are joined together. Student roll number table and the teacher's table, teacher subject table and the subject table. Student roll number in the table student ID. In the teacher's table teacher ID is joined, many to one relationship, and in the teacher subject table teacher's ID is joined to student roll number ID, that is many to one relation. In the subject teacher is, this is a subject teacher, this is a teacher subject, is combining here. Here the primary key is subject ID. Is many to one relationship, and this table is pointing to this table, this table is pointing to this table connection, and this table is connected to this. In this way many to many relationship. This is an example of many to many relationship. Below, user roll number as the file name for your database. Create fields such as subject name, required score, passing score, your percentage. Set the subject name field as a primary key. Click on wizard to create a table. Select this, click on next, give it the field name subject, subject name, data type, varchar. And it requires yes, maximum length 50 characters, and click on next record, next field, that is required score. The next field, passing score, next field percentage. Click on next button. Use an existing field as a primary key. You have to select subject name. We are creating subject name as a primary key. Click on next. Give the table name. Click on finish. You enter the subject names. Subject English, Hindi, Maths, Science, Social, IT. Required score, passing score and percentage. I enter the fields and now click on save button. Close this. Now you can see the table as created by the name, roll number. Right click on it, right click this table and click on edit. You can see the primary key. Primary key is visible. A key is visible here, yellow key. Subject name I have given the primary key. This is the activity, and let's come to the assessment, filling the blanks. The type of language used for creating and manipulating the data in the database are dash and dash. Data definition language and the data DDL, data definition language, and data manipulation language. DDL and DML. DDL and DML. A dash is a standard for commands that define the different structure in a database. Structure of a database can be created using DDL commands. Here also DDL, data definition language. Data definition language. A dash is a language that enables user to access and manipulate data in the database. Data manipulation language. We are manipulating the data through data manipulation language, DML. A dash is a part of DML involving information retrieval only. Query. A query language. Query language is a DML involving information retrieval only. A popular data manipulation language is structure query language. SQL is a language for data manipulation. And next, sixth question. Dash are the basic building blocks of a database. Basic building blocks of database is table. Tables are the basic building block of a database. Next, there are dash types of relationship in a table. 3 types of relationships in a table. 3 types of relationship. One is one-to-one relationship, one-to-many relationship, and many-to-many relationship. Short answer questions. What is a file extension for databases created using OpenOffice base? .odb. ODB stands for Open Database. File extension for OpenOffice base is .odb. Next question. List any 3 file formats that can be managed using OpenOffice base. ODB, ODT, ODS. .odb, .odt, and the next last is .ods. ODB, ODT, ODS. ODB, ODT, ODS are the 3 file formats that can be managed by using OpenOffice base. Next, how many types of relationship can be created in base? Explain them, each of them. We have created three types of relationship: one-to-one relationship, one-to-many relationship, and many-to-many relationship. What do you mean by sorting, and how many ways it can be done? Sorting means to arrange the data in either ascending or descending order. We can arrange two ways, either ascending or descending. We can do sorting two ways. Explain referential integrity with the help of an example. Referential integrity is used to maintain accuracy and consistency of data in relationship. In OpenOffice base, data can be linked with the help of primary key and foreign key constraints. If in a table primary key is applied and we are not giving in the primary key column, if you give 0, it will not take. You must enter the value. You can prevent the null values by using the keys, and we can relate one table to another table by using the foreign key constants. We have seen the one-to-one relationship and one-to-many, many-to-many relationship with practically. That's all about in this video about this session 3. We will meet in the next video. Till then, bye.